So now it is my honor to introduce a fabulous, talented actress and director, Elizabeth Banks.
Woo! Hello, good morning. Is it still morning? I'm actually not sure. I am so grateful and impressed for everybody who came out this morning. You guys got up this morning and you said, you know what, I'm showing up. And that is what we're all doing here today. We're showing up. I could not be more excited to be here with all of you. Thank you so much for showing up this morning for the future President of the United States, Kamala Harris. 20 more days, people. We got 20 more days. And as Maya said, we need all hands on deck. We are going to elect Vice President Harris and Governor Walz. We cannot be bystanders to our democracy. The stakes of this election are just too dang high. Our rights are on the ballot. We've been talking about this all morning. Our freedom is on the ballot. Our access to health care on the ballot. Donald Trump has made it clear, with a second term in office, he'll implement a national abortion ban. He's going to strip women in this state and all 50 states of our fundamental freedoms. Already, he is responsible for dismantling a constitutional right that women of America relied on for nearly 50 years. We have a spirit in America. That spirit is in expanding rights. Since the beginning, we have expanded rights. Dismantling Roe v. Wade, that Dobbs decision, was the first time in our nation's history that we restricted a right. Do we want to go back to that? No. Not going back. He brags about overturning Roe v. Wade, unleashing what Hadley describes so beautifully, cruel, inhumane abortion bans across our country. Something he calls a beautiful thing to watch. Well, Donald, I'm watching. The whole world is watching. There is nothing beautiful about the devastating state of women's reproductive care in America right now. And the people that it would be impacting, you, Hadley, me. This fight is personal to me. I am blessed to be raising two amazing sons, but I struggled with infertility. Like Governor Walz and his wife, I had to use IVF. And not just one time, guys, a lot of times. This morning, apparently, Donald Trump said he was the father of IVF. Well, here's the deal. I have a father. He is a U.S. Navy veteran. He is a proud union member. He supported me, held my hand as my husband and I created our family together. Donald Trump is nobody's father in that fight. I want to stop for a second and talk about my two sons, because I don't think we talk about the young men enough when it comes to this fight. My kids are going through puberty, y'all. It's getting real. And you all know when that happens, the stakes get higher and higher, because when they make mistakes, suddenly something goes really wrong. It's not like falling off the jungle gym anymore. I know from my own personal experience that 99% of the sex I've had in my life was for fun, and I am hoping that my children get that same idea and they have a lot of sex for fun in their lives. With these abortion bans, I'm afraid that my sons are going to have to be fathers well before they're ready, that I'm going to be a grandma well before anybody in my family thinks that's a good idea. I am up here because I do not want my sons' futures taken away from them. They are part of this fight too. All those young men, all those boys, and they're going to be respectful, lovely, good partners to the women in their lives. But I want them to enjoy those intimate partnerships. And I don't want them to be afraid. So I'm so thankful for the freedom I have had my whole life to make choices for my family, for how I wanted to create my family with my husband of 32 years. 20 years, 32 together, almost 33, 21 married. Whew! These journeys are not simple. For many families, like mine, like Governor Walz, it's a long and winding road. The last thing we need is the government getting involved, getting into our exam rooms, giving us advice, telling us what to do. Under Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's Extreme Project 2025 agenda, that's exactly what they will do. They're telling us what they're going to do. We got to listen. The Republican Party's platform, you can do your own research, y'all. It's linked to Donald Trump's website, endorses the idea of fetal personhood. And if implemented, it would ban abortion nationwide. It would definitely ban IVF too. It's terrifying to me. But it's not just what we're fighting against, because we have something amazing that we are fighting for. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They are champions of reproductive rights and the health care that we all need in this moment. Vice President Harris has led the administration's response after Trump overturned Roe. She has been defending medication abortion, emergency care, safeguarding privacy protections for patients, protecting, expanding access to birth control. You know, she's the first vice president to ever visit an abortion clinic. We have to fight for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz as they are fighting for us. And we cannot sit by on our hands. I know none of you are, but you got to talk to all your friends and family about this. We cannot watch Election Day pass. I certainly can't. And then lose and tell my kids I didn't do enough. As an actress, I've played a lot of roles. I've been the judge of an a cappella competition. I've worn outlandish wigs and outfits as a citizen of Panem. I've had a rivalry with a 4-year-old on Modern Family. And I'm very, very proud to have brought the stories of life before Roe v. Wade on screen in Call Jane, in which my character had an illegal abortion in 1968, and then learned to perform them, and then became obsolete because in 1973, Roe happened. The role, though, that we all have to play right now, this might be most important. Door knocker, phone caller, voter, shower-upper, and a proud team member of the Harris-Walz campaign. 20 days, no time to lose. We are energized. This group is mobilized. We're literally going to mobilize this bus later. We are organized. We are the leaders in this fight. And when we fight, we win. I am so excited now to introduce a Nevada hero who fights for this state and for reproductive freedom. Please join me in welcoming Congresswoman Susie Lee.